Hey guys. Shadow, come here. She's so difficult. I have 6 books that I'm gonna let her pick which books I'm reading. I'm gonna take 2 little plates or like dishes or something, put a tiny little bit of peanut butter in each one, and then put them in front of the books because I'm not letting her slobber off my books. It's not happening. And we're gonna do 2 at a time to see which one she picks. So we've got a couple options. We've got our 6 books here. We've got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace and Love Theoretically by Allie Hazelwood. So this will actually be my first Allie Hazelwood book that I read if she picks it. Then we got Love in the Time of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson and None Shall Sleep by Marney. I think they're very different vibes. This one's like, I suspect my neighbor's a killer, and this one is, I am the killer and I'm gonna kill you. But the covers are very similar yet very different. And then lastly, today is a very like gloomy day, so it's giving very fall, cozy. Hello! It's giving fantasy, is my point. Next up we have these 2. So this is the Prison Healer by Lynette Noni, and then we have the Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl. And I'm in a Discord and somebody said that I should bump this to the top of my TBR. Do you want to say hi? So that you guys can see. Both of them, peanut butter in them. You're very excited, aren't you? You want your peanut butter? And then we're just putting them with each book. Sit. I know. Okay, ready? Wait, I'm gonna switch these. Okay. She wants Love Theoretically. We're gonna have her pick between these 2. Sit. Sit. Okay. Sit. All right. She picked None Shall Sleep. Alright, you got one more choice and then you get both peanut butter. You got 2 options. Yeah, thank you. You have the Prison Healer and Grimrose Girls, okay? Which one? She just keeps picking this side. Sit. Sit. Okay, she's done. Look at the 3 books you picked. These are the 3 books that the dog picked. And I'm really excited to dive into them. These are all books that all of these books are all books that I'm really excited to read. Of course I'm excited because they're all new. Hi guys. I filmed the intro a few weeks ago, so I can't really remember what happened in it, but we're letting my dog pick my reads for a week. The first book that we're getting into is None Shall Sleep by Marney. This is a mystery thriller young adult book. I've read a lot of romances lately, and I need to kind of break that up and get back to some other things because I think that romances, as much as I love them, they get a little bit repetitive and then I get into a little bit of a slump. I've said it before in one of my other videos, but I just love this cover so much. I just think it's so cool. We're gonna start this reading vlog and hopefully my dog has good taste. We're gonna start this. Guys, I read a good chunk of None Shall Sleep. Hi puppy, do you want to say hi? No, that's okay. I read a good chunk of None Shall Sleep last night and this morning. I got to 164, technically 165. So far I'm really enjoying it. It's reminding me a lot of the Naturals series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It's not like a lot of the draw for the Naturals was the found family aspect that it had, and this one doesn't really have that so far. It follows the 2 main characters, Emma and Travis. Emma's like the main character, and both of them have a history with serial killers. Emma is the, real life final girl, and we don't know a ton about what happened to her. We get little pieces of it throughout the story, which I'm enjoying. that it's not just info dumped on us. And then Travis, his father was kind of exchanged in a hostage situation and killed in said hostage situation. So they originally get brought into the FBI because they're teenagers with the talents that FBI agents have and the history of it. And so they get brought in by this guy, Agent Cooper, brings them in for these interviews with young serial killers because basically these young guys, they're not talking to the agents. So they think that bringing somebody in their age would be better. So they're working cold cases to kind of gather information. But as they're doing that, Cooper brings them in to an active case of a string of murders in Pennsylvania. And so that's kind of the main focus of this, trying to solve that murder, working against the clock. And then they're also talking to one of the resolved cases, serial killers, Simon. Simon is like a very deranged killer who's also very intelligent and very much like a master manipulator. But Simon has an inside look at this string of Pennsylvania murders that are going on, so they kind of go to him for this insight. Anyway, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm not quite halfway through. I'm a little under halfway. It's a pretty easy read, but right now I have to go I have to go drop off some packages and then run to the grocery store. But today and this weekend is honestly just gonna be a kind of hang out, chill. I think today my goal is to finish None Shall Sleep and then start the next book.
Perspective, I'm hardwired for catch a small game and no play ball. Yeah, I won't let them know.
Okay, on page 276, and some major stuff was happening, and my brain has a really bad habit of like skipping over pieces. So I had to go back and reread a section like 6 times because I just couldn't understand what was happening. It just kept feeling like I was missing something. How do I say this? I don't want to spoil anything. There were all these different agents and all these different SWAT teams and all of that, and like so many people and so many people were talking and so many things were happening. One second we were in like the sheriff's office, then we were in the van, then we were in the actual thing, and it kept jumping back and forth, and then we were in their comms, and so it was really confusing to read. But when that happened, somebody on comms mentioned something, and I was like, I don't understand how that would play out. I don't want to spoil anything because it's good, but I don't understand like how the pieces would fit together if that's true, but I don't think that the author would have said this if they're not going to bring it up at all, you know? But I'm going to keep reading. I'll give my like full comprehensive thoughts when I'm done with it because I don't totally know yet how I'm feeling. Guys, I'm gonna be so honest with you right now. I'm so stressed out. I've got like 40 something pages left. Literally, that's it. It feels like they're in the final stand of a thriller movie. Like I feel like this is the final stand in a Scream movie. I'm assuming that the next like 10 pages are just gonna be wild, so I'm gonna film my reactions for you guys. I'm scared. Oh, was I wrong? Why didn't you say it earlier, you dumb f***? I feel like it's not okay, actually. This is so weird. I want my mom. I love women. Oh, jeez. You know what? I changed my mind. I cannot fix him. I'm not gonna give a rating of it right now because I've noticed that I'll give a rating and then after a few days of thinking about it, I'll realize that it's not quite what I gave it. I feel like I'll rush into it and it won't be accurate. So I'll just, at the end of the video, do all of my ratings. But thoughts about it. What are my thoughts? It was good. It was enjoyable. The characters were really cool. Everything's kind of been wrapped up. There is a second book called Some Shall Break. It's not one of those where you need to keep reading and you have to read the second one, but you can if you want to. It was really good. I think it was really fun, very nice. Well, it wasn't nice like at all. It feels very similar to The Naturals, but it's a little bit older. Young adult. It was gruesome at times, but not to the point where it was sickening and where it was overwhelming, which is good, and I appreciated that. I would recommend it. There's not really a romance plot in this at all. You can feel some tension and you can feel that maybe there's something that could be built, but it never really takes over. Shadow, you did good. This is a good book. I enjoyed it. She does not care. Hi, babe. You did really good. You did a really good job. It was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, you did amazing. I'm so proud of you. Hi guys, I've been reading for a little bit. It's about 3, nope, it's past 3. What time is it? I don't know. But I've been reading Love Theoretically, just kind of picking it up here and there throughout the day. I haven't felt great today just because I didn't sleep well. So there's that, but I'm on page 103 right now and I'm enjoying it. I will say these are the kind of rivals that I like. And this is kind of the sort of workplace rivals that I was expecting from Divine Rivals and that I didn't get. So I'm really enjoying this. I love Jack so far. I love Elsie as well. Her humor is also very similar to mine. It's kind of drier and very sarcastic. I love that it also kind of tackles the issue of women in STEM and the way that they are talked about and thought of. I'm not super far in, but I am enjoying it. I'm having fun. I think it's cute. It's giving what I wanted it to give. I'll have like little moments where I'm kicking my feet and then I'm like, oh my god, go! She's also very similar to, I think, a lot of people, but specifically me, where you kind of shift yourself based on what people expect of you. She's been doing that her entire life and she's doing it now, and Jack is kind of the only one that sort of sees that she has all these different fronts that she's putting on and all these different masks. This is very different for me and I'm really enjoying it.
We set out to sea with a map made from a dream, on a boat called Love and Wonder.
My life is a disaster, so kindly just ignore all of that. Good morning, guys. I don't remember what I said to you guys last, but I'm on page 197 of Love Theoretically, so I'm actually like right at halfway, and I'm really enjoying it. I was crying. I was reading chapters 12 and 13 if you guys read the book, and it's not even like sad in the relationship, it's just sad to read. Like, it just hurt. I did do some annotating. I haven't done a ton of tabbing, only got like 4 tabs in here, but I am enjoying it. I'm liking the characters, I'm liking the romance. We're starting to see more of the romance develop right now. It's very cute. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it, but if you haven't given it a chance already, give it a chance. It's good. Hey guys, it's a few days later. It's Wednesday now, so A Curse for True Love released yesterday. I read the entire thing in one sitting, but that's not what this video is about. I actually just finished it a few minutes ago. I didn't annotate really anything, but I really want to go back and annotate it because I think there were some really good messages in this and some really cute moments. I love Jack and I love Elsie. Things that she struggles with are very relatable to a lot of people, and so are the things that he struggles with, and I just love that. I just love books. You don't have to read The Love Hypothesis in order to read this one. They are very much standalones, but in the same universe. There is a cameo from the couple of The Love Hypothesis in this one, but again, you don't have to read it in order to understand, enjoy, get to this, whatever. I didn't. I just skipped through and I had the time of my life. I wish that we got a teeny tiny little bit more in the terms of like length of the book, not like the actual page count. I think the page count was honestly kind of perfect. In terms of the timeline, I think that's my biggest thing, is that it felt, you know, from the moment that they met to the moment that this all happens, it's over like 5 weeks. I think that was just my one little thing. I really enjoyed this book. I really recommend it. If you guys haven't read it yet, go pick it up. It's so good. But our next one is a fantasy, I think. I actually don't know if this is technically fantasy. I think it is. I think it's young adult fantasy. My dog picked the Grimrose Girls for our next read. This one takes place at an academy, and I love academy books. I just love them. They're so fun. I love the dark academia vibes, and that is exactly what I want right now. Essentially, there's these 4 friends, okay? And one of them dies. So now there's a trio. Another student comes in, gets assigned as their new roommate. Things happen. They're trying to solve the death because they don't think that it was a suicide. Whole thing, and it's fates and academy and friends and I'm assuming found family. But I think it's supposed to be like fairy tale inspired between the Grimrose Girls because the Grimm brothers.
Leaving our ship broken, just waiting to be found. So let's swim instead of drown.
Hi guys, so it is November 2nd right now. It took me a long time to read the Grimrose Girls. It just felt like it just wasn't like in the mood to read. I think I might be getting into a little mini book slump, which is really sad, and I don't know if that's because I haven't been mood reading. So my thoughts on the Grimrose Girls, I'm gonna give it like, I think I want to give it like a 3.5. That feels pretty right. It was really good. It follows these 4 girls at Grimrose Academy, which is this super, super elite academy in Switzerland. And it's very fairy tale-esque, but it's very dark. It's like the original Grimm tales, not the Disney versions. Almost 400 pages, and I just felt like so much of it could have been cut out. I feel like the actual story didn't start until like 85 pages in. It was a lot of lead up, and even once we got into the story, it was a lot of, okay, something happens, let's talk about all these other things that we've already talked about. Okay, something's happening, and you think that it's gonna keep going and propel off that, but then it kind of backtracks again. The same things kept getting brought up. They would reach a conclusion on it, and then they would get brought back up. But I did enjoy it. I did like it. I do want to go read the next one. I'm actually outside of Barnes & Noble so that I can go pick up the next one. The chapters were pretty short too, so it was really digestible. It's such a great cast of characters between things that they struggle with, their sexualities, ethnicities, families, where they come from. It tells a lot of different stories in here, which is really great, and I really appreciated that. The aesthetics of it are very cool. It's very much like wrap up on the couch, and I didn't film myself reading this at all because that's exactly what I did. I wrapped up on the couch and just read it. We've gotten to the end of the video, which means that we can go through and rate all of these books, give my final thoughts, my final opinions, and what I thought of them. So first up, we read None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marney, and this one I really enjoyed. I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.75, 4 stars. I remember the story, but I don't remember really what I thought of it. I didn't feel super attached to most of the characters, probably because I didn't feel like the characters were attached to each other. but I did really enjoy reading this. I thought it was fun. It was a good, pretty easy read. Then I read Love Theoretically by Ellie Hazelwood. This is the first Ellie Hazelwood book that I've ever read, and I really, really enjoyed it. I loved Jack. He's so sweet and thoughtful, and he's just like, I just love him, and I loved Elsie as well. It was cute. It was cute. It was a cute little rom-com. I enjoyed this. I think I want to give this one like a 4.25. It's difficult for me to give a romance more than like a 4.5 because I feel like a lot of them follow the same kind of structure, but I really enjoyed this one. I loved their bickering and their banter in the beginning. I loved him and how sarcastic he was. I love how she really came out of her shell and how she ended up being like unapologetically herself. I think that honestly Jack might be one of my favorite book boyfriends. Because I've got like my fantasy book boyfriends, but I think I have to make a separate category for the realistic fiction book boyfriends, and I think that Jack is definitely on that list. I think he's so great. And then, you know, we've already kind of gone over the Grimrose girls, but again, I'm gonna give this one a 3.5. I enjoyed it. I think that it could have been better. I think it could have been a lot worse, and I think that it has a really great concept moving forward. I just felt, again, like we kept coming back to the same kinds of issues. But overall, I enjoyed these books. This was an interesting kind of spread of books. I did enjoy them. I think that my dog did a really good job. Yeah, no, I enjoyed them. I want to read the next one in the Grimrose Girls series. I want to read more of Ellie Hazelwood, and I want to read the next one in this series, which I think just came out recently, but I'm not going to read it until it comes out in paperback because I can't switch covers. Overall, I enjoyed it. Yay! Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to do all of the YouTube things that you know how to do. If you have any books that you think I should read, or if you have any thoughts about these books, let me know in the comments, but try to keep it spoiler free or put spoiler warnings for people, because obviously I got to go into these blind, and that's kind of the best thing about books. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!